Bring it fire like I'm Dylan. Yeah, hoes that be try flying. So you know me, do it every day. Right by the bay, minute cone. Man, what's happening? I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm your host, Style King Marco, and I am live right here in Atlanta, Georgia, on the south side, coming to you, trying to let you know that I am here for you guys, man. I ain't going nowhere, man. Ain't no shutting me down right now. So I'm just gonna bring you the 100% facts. Let's roll with this integrity. If you got something to smoke, roll it up. If you smoking already, keep on blazing. If you got something to drink, pull it up, man. What's today? Wednesday? All right, man. Excuse my appearance. I just got out of work. I told y'all I've been working 12-hour days, 10 and 12-hour days for the last 2 weeks, 7 days a week. So let's turn up, man. We gotta make it happen, man. Don't worry about nothing, because everything's gonna be okay. All right, so let's get down to the topic. First, pull your drinks up. What we drinking tonight? Tonight, we sponsored by me, Corona. We drinking Corona, and we also drinking Jack Daniels Hennessy, Jack Daniels Honey. Yeah. So it's a light drink, not a strong one. The Jack Daniels Honey. I found that it kind of reminds me of that drinking that lavender or Laviande, I think it's called. I'm not sure. Y'all, let me know how you like the lighting. My lighting has been coming along. Seems a little bright. Maybe I'll turn it down. Let's see. That's a little better. I like that. Let's see. Now, I appreciate y'all coming with me for this journey. We're going to get into it in 1 second. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of natural looking. That's too bright. I like that. What is that? Something in my hair. All right, so I would hook up the mic and all that, but I've been having some technical issues with that. All right, let's get into it. I got actually 2 topics tonight. I just named it. I could only name it 1 topic, so I don't know if I'm gonna break it up into 2 shows or I'm really short with my words. Like I can weed through a bunch of words sometimes and just use the important words, and so sometimes I run through topics really fast where other people can spend a week talking about 1 topic. So we're gonna talk about today the dating coaches, just the whole culture with the dating coaches and the passport bros, and should you be a passport bro? Should you use a dating coach? Do you need dating coaches? Or are they just manipulating you to make money off you? I know you guys, some of you guys are gonna say, what does this fucking dude know about anything? Like, but some of you gonna say, hey, that guy probably knows a lot about it, which I do. So I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you my opinion as the type of guy that I am, though. So I was talking to one of my coworkers today about this, where I was saying, like, this is a major problem for, I think, females, like not being able to distinguish the real from the fake. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of actors out there on both sides. So what I was saying to her is like, me myself personally, I am a good catch for a woman, I feel like. So if I try to approach you and you shut me down, or you like, oh, you don't, I got a boyfriend, anything that's trying to shut me down, I am not persistent. I don't care who it is. I don't care how pretty they are, how big they butt is. I don't care about none of that. Because it's about what's in here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I try to talk to you and you like, I got a boyfriend, then I'm gonna say, okay. And I'm gonna respect that. Because if I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't want you to be having to argue and fight with people just to be with me. You know, that's crazy. I don't know why. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? I don't understand the mentality that goes behind that. And I don't understand why women like it so much. I do know, because I got homegirls that say that they like it when men are persistent. But they only like it when it's a guy that they like is persistent. So, guys, you rolling the dice if you being persistent with people, especially this day and age where they changing the laws, where if you're persistent, you can go to jail. Like, say you try to talk to a girl. They told me that about Brazil. They said it's like that in Brazil. A Brazilian told me that, but I don't know if it's true. Two Brazilians told me that. That if you try to talk to a girl and she doesn't like you being persistent, then you can go to jail. Like, she can press charges on you seriously. So for all the women, that's crazy. You want guys to risk their freedom just to see if you like them when you're acting like you don't like them. So that's kind of a catch-22 situation, which I don't want to be in. If you feel like, well, I mean, that's kind of a part of the game. Like, it's not, to me, it's no such thing as game, because if you try to use game, that's a premeditated, you have premeditated thoughts that you're trying to do to somebody. So really, you're trusting that they're stupid, or not really stupid, that they're dumb and they don't understand what you're doing. But me, I got respect for people because I want people to respect me. So, and just saying that, like, I'm gonna respect your mind. And if your mind isn't working properly, then of course I don't need to be around you. So, what's the point of playing mind games when I'm trying to get to the point? I got things to do, people to see, money to make. Why would I sit there going back and forth with you when obviously you don't like me off of first sight, or you're looking for something extra from me? No, 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 no. Okay, so let's talk about game overseas. So I don't know, some of you guys already know I've been to DR in Brazil, a little time in Germany, but I was too young to even be worried about gang or anything like that. So you guys know, like I just said, I don't have to use, I don't feel like I need to use game because that doesn't work anyway. That's why so many women saying just be yourself, which me myself, that's the problem I have, is finding a woman to be genuine with me. So that's another thing that a lot of us guys don't give other guys credit for. We always, our egos, we have egos. So we think that we are special, just like they think they special. But you're only special to yourself, and as special as you make yourself a lot of times, which is a good and a bad thing. You still need humility. Just because you look good, smell good, you got money, you know, you're charismatic, all that stuff ain't gonna matter because you got money. So especially dealing with certain people that are around you, it's harder. You have to use more discernment. The more money you have, the more success you have, the more pride and ego you have. You need a lot of discernment with that, because there's a lot of people that's gonna take advantage of that. Just like the same for women. If you're a beautiful woman and you don't have discernment to be able to tell the difference between a guy that you should deal with versus the guy that you shouldn't deal with, or if you don't have the discipline to do either one. All of that causes problems. So I know it's late, guys. But like I said, I just got out of work. We just wrapped up shooting for the day. I gotta go back. We shooting tomorrow early in the morning, so gotta get up early for that. And we gonna keep rocking. I'm learning a lot. You know what I'm saying. Like that's why I asked, was my lighting better? Because I've been practicing with the lighting. So I'm gonna definitely be trying to implement a lot of tricks of the trade that I'm learning. Shout out to you know who you are for putting me on. So like I said, me, I'd rather be genuine, man. I mean, to me, if you need to go overseas because you don't get action here, it's understandable. But I do agree with a lot of the people when they say if you can't get women here, you're not going to be able to get women overseas because it's harder sometimes. And it's not necessarily harder because the women aren't approachable. Like here and in Salvador, a lot of the women are not approachable. But after that part, the language barrier is going to be a different issue. So now, when you're overseas, it doesn't matter what kind of game you have because your game is going to be irrelevant because of the language barrier unless you speak that language fluently. So, like me, I speak Spanish poquito. So, a lot of times you can still get your charisma off but you have to be real. That's what I'm saying. If you don't know how to be yourself and display your characteristics, then it's not gonna work. Because if, like, say I tell you how to be like me, it'll work initially, but eventually it's gonna be a problem because you're not that person. You're not me. You're not gonna make the decisions I make. You're not gonna do the things that I do. So it's not gonna work out. So I think you should be yourself. If you like anime, find somebody like anime. If you like to play with what's this Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something like it. I can't think of what it's called because I don't do that. But no shame on people that do that. But it's a lane for that. If you in the comic books, it's a lane for that. Come on now. Why you want to get in the lane with me? It's a lot of stuff that I don't do. It's a lot of stuff I do. So you have to keep your mind focused on what you need to accomplish as a man. All this stuff has been said online, but I feel like it's a lot of just regurgitation of things, not necessarily people that have lived the things that they're talking about. Like, I've been through a lot of different stages. Like, when I was a little kid, I felt super awkward. I looked awkward. I felt awkward. I couldn't understand why I was awkward. And I was the youngest in my family. So everybody else to me didn't look awkward. It was just me. But hey, I hit puberty. Things started changing. I started coming into my looks. I started growing into my head. My head is huge. It's still huge. But it's not as huge as it was on my 10-year-old body or whatever. So just knowing that makes you that grows your character. Some people have those things, some people don't. Anyway, but like I was telling you guys, man. Oh, wait. I forgot that we had another subject. All right, guys. So the other subject that I want to talk about, because I already told you the game, you don't need game. The game is just keeping it real, being real to yourself, and just expressing yourself, man. If you a nerd and you a geeky, you need to express that because if you try to be cool and you know what I mean, like trendy, you're gonna attract the wrong type of person for yourself. You're gonna make yourself miserable because I don't want to be around somebody all day that's not mentally in the same space that I'm in. Like, for instance, I'm a rapper. I've been doing rap music for a long time. I'm not super famous for rap music, but people do know me for rap music, and especially in Atlanta. So I've done concerts with platinum artists. I've been on tours with platinum artists for years. Shout out to you. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna name drop though, because I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to clout chase. So anyway, my point is, when I hook up with a chick and she like, let's go to a concert, let's do this or that. It's not the fact that she's saying it. It's the fact that I've been to a million concerts. I've met a lot of the artists already. That's what I was doing almost every other day. I was on tour buses and city to city in Atlanta, at the Tabernacle, at the such and such, at the Trap Museum, at the KOD. I done been to all these places when it did shows, all these places, East Side. So it's just like, to go and buy a concert ticket, and I mean, I know we supposed to be getting to know each other, but a concert is not even the place for that. A concert is more of a date where you're kind of like, y'all been together for a long time. You don't need to take your significant other that you're trying to get to know to a concert. You can go to like a sporting event, basketball game, football game, movies. Even movies, you still kind of limited on how you can talk in the movie theater. So just keep those type of things in mind. Uh, Honestly, like, I used to have girls tell me all the time, like, let's do something that don't cost money. Let's go walk in the park. Let's go walk in the mall. It's just because they want to get to know you. But that's just because you've already displayed things that let them know they don't care about how much money you got because they like you. So those are things that you should focus on. That's what I'm saying. Charisma is number one. Always gonna be number one, because being able to retort when somebody says something to you is very important. Me myself, I feel like I'm slow at that, like, because I'm an overthinker. So like, somebody says something to me, I can come up with something witty immediately, but a few minutes later, I'm gonna come up with something more witty, and I'm like, damn, I should have said this. Or smoking weed, like I smoke weed, so, or I did smoke weed, so I don't. Sometimes I don't come up with them as quick as I need to, or I don't realize that somebody's talking shit to me, or saying some slick shit to me. So later on, I realized it, and then I'm like, damn, I should have said this, or I should have did that. And I confront people. I will confront you the next day about what you said yesterday. And people don't like that. They're like, it's old and shit. You should have said something then. But hey, I didn't catch it, and that's just that on that. Like, once I catch it, I'm gonna confront you. But yeah, man, what's up with this shadow ban? Is they shadow banning in the Style King? Well, anyway, I appreciate anybody tuning in. Anybody that, so I see I got one viewer, so I appreciate that one. I ain't even got to my other topic yet. I don't even know if I should do it since I have no viewers, and then my one viewer not even saying nothing. What's up, bro? Drop a one in the chat if you hear me. Am I not live? They say I'm live. Oh, that Jack Daniels hitting crazy. I don't really drink Jack Daniels like that. Oh yeah, that video coming soon too, guys. So yeah, so another important topic that I wanted to discuss, and I hope that hope you guys are ready. So, damn, my beard. Anyway, Has feminism killed culture and families globally? And how long will that last? Shout out to the feminists. I know the haters gonna show up later, but it's okay. I don't mind. Bring it on. Come to the door. So yeah, man. It's okay. Like to me, I think the biggest part of the let me go back to the topic. I was about to get personal. So, has feminism killed culture and families globally? And how long will that last if so? I really would like some opinions on this because I personally, let's talk about me again. I personally do not think that feminism has killed families and culture globally. But I think it has done so in the West for the majority of people. And also, I think that it is making its way around every other country. And it's very, very strong. It's a very, very strong movement that is changing. It's like to me, I'm saying it's a vibe. I don't want to say virus, but I want to say it's a sickness that is like the plague. Because when it spreads to other countries, it changes forms. Its DNA changes. So when I was in Brazil, I thought I knew what feminism was. Because to me, feminism was born in America. So I thought I knew, about feminism. I thought, same thing that we all thought feminism was about. But now, even in America, we know that feminism has evolved. But in these other countries, it's there already, but it's different. It's not the same. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's the reason for this topic. I don't even I have a friend. I have a couple female friends actually, but that I've been friends with for a long time. Like not even on no sexual shit. But so some of my female friends are slick feminists, and but like I said, it's different here. So here you know, we have feminists that are hardcore and some and a lot that are not hardcore. So it's not as a tough thing. Whereas the people that I was meeting in Brazil were more of the hardcore type. Not saying that it's any different. I just, from my experience in Brazil, it was that much different. And it was more centered in I don't want to say, but I don't because I just don't feel like I'm completely right because I was only there for like 3 weeks. But the reason that I would wanted to leave was not the culture. Like I'm a traveler. I don't travel just for women because it's women here. But what I'm saying is I want the combination of everything. I would like to if I'm a single man worth my weight in gold, salt, or whatever. I would like to have a good time no matter where I'm at. Why would I travel thousands of miles or 1,000 miles just to not really have a full enjoyment of the place that I'm going? Like that only makes sense if you go to well, a lot of people don't need that, but me personally, I would I would say enjoy that more than not having it. Does that make sense? Right. So like say I go to Antarctica, right? When I'm going to Antarctica, I'm going there because I know Antarctica is a place I haven't been. They have probably different kinds of animals, different kinds of food, all kind of different stuff that I never experienced. So yeah, I'm going there for that. Not going there for Antarctica women, right? But if you go and you get there and it's beautiful and Antarcticans, then then I know that's probably wrong. But anyway, if you go there and there's beautiful women there and they're nice and kind and don't forget a part of the culture is the guys as well. Because if you travel, and I think that's what keeps a lot of guys out of these European countries. Like also the Western mindset is in Europe, of course, but like and like our Middle Eastern countries as well, because if the guys aren't cool, you don't want to be there. You don't want nobody wants to be somewhere where it's a bunch of negativity towards them. That's my point. You don't want to go somewhere where it's any negativity towards you. A lot of people don't care. They say, "Yeah, I go with it. I don't care how they feel about me." But that to me, it just doesn't make sense. You're going and you're spending money in these people's country, helping their economy. Tourism is a big part of a lot of people's economies. In the United States, we make money off of tourism. So just knowing that it's just like it's some businesses that cater to some people, but not others. And people complain about it, but they still go spend their money. They go and work and make all this money, and then go spend money at places where the people don't like them. And they talk down to them. I see it all the time in these gas stations in the United States. You go to the gas station, it's a Middle Eastern guy. Sometimes, whatever. I don't know. And they'll cuss you out, call you the N word, and stand there and argue with them, first of all, which is crazy because you're the customer. Why would you sit there and argue with the people that's working there when you could just leave? It's a gas station. You know how many gas stations we have here? Especially in the city. All right, I'm getting off topic, but you get the point. Shout out to the couple of people that came into the chat, man. Salute, salute. Hit that one for me if you can. I might switch to the mode that I'm on so I can get a little more discovery. All right, so back to the point. So, like I said, me myself, I don't think it's destroyed, but like I said, feminism is change, it's molding. Um, it's kind of disheartening, honestly, because like even the trolls that are on my channel, I can't remember the girl name, the African girl, but even with that, the trolling like telling me that you're discouraged, you don't like black men, you don't want black men to travel, you don't, like that's so negative. And you're in Africa, you're an African person, and you're trying to represent African people is what's so bad about it. Which I know is you're one person versus a whole continent, but that's sad. That's just like in Japan they got people saying the opposite thing. And plus, tourism helps your economy. But I know a lot of people just coming from a place of hurt where they might not really understand the ramifications of the things that they're saying, the negativity that they're spewing. They don't really understand how it impacts younger people and all people when you just spew negativity because you're not happy with your own life. Like me, myself personally. Hey, what's up, Traveling Tony in the building? Salute. But yeah, man, with my own life though, like I know I've had ups and downs. Like I said, guys, I worked in a restaurant for a long time. I and people will tell you like I worked my way up. You know what I mean? Because I have had problems in my past with law enforcement. So I worked my way up, made sure I kept money in my pocket. I worked every day. If my car broke down, I go rent another car. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the dedication that people don't have. They got people out here telling you to hop from job to job, and man, do not listen to these people, man. How you gonna listen to somebody tell you how to work a job? And they are YouTubers. They don't even work jobs. Don't listen to somebody that don't know about what they telling you, man. That's what I'm saying. Like just because you like their personality, don't mean they can give you good advice. I suggest listening to somebody that's been through it like me. I'm telling you about game. I'm telling you about overseas. I'm telling you about crypto. I'm telling you about stocks. I'm telling you about stuff that I know about. I'm not telling you about nothing I don't know about. If it's something I don't know about and you ask me a question, I'm gonna say, I don't know. I gotta learn some more about that, or I'll tell you what I know about it. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know. I can't tell you about Thailand because I ain't did nothing but watch videos like you. I can tell you one thing, I'm disappointed a little bit in because I was ready to go. What y'all think about Thailand? I was ready to go. I was definitely ready to zoom to Thailand. And then that boy Travel Time came out talking this shit. I was like, whoa. Shout out to Zoom and shout out to Travel Time, man. That blew my mind. And I was like, wow. But I know this already because I've talked to Passport Bros. I've talked to Passport Bros on the phone. Hold on. I did consultations. I heard a noise. I thought I had to grab the chopper. Let me go look. Y'all know I'm paranoid now. All right. Sorry about that. I had to get the chopper out, man. Heard a little weird noise just in case somebody I hear a loud noise. Somebody finna get bloop, 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 bloop. But yeah, man. It's not a real chopper, man. It's fake. It's only a prop. They're gonna hit. I'm gonna shoot them with BBs. That's it. All right. Let's get back to it. I ain't gonna be on here long though. I cannot be on here long. I gotta get up for first scene. We're gonna be shooting first scenes at I think 10 a.m. So I'm definitely need to get some sleep because I'm tired. But yeah, man. So let's get back to it. Oh, yeah, and guys, I think that we can do a lot better with promoting ourselves because don't let people shame you, man. I think that a lot of you guys actually need y'all on YouTube channels. Like I talked to some of the guys that are probably more charismatic than me, got more things going on than me. Like, damn, why when they just like, nah, I don't want to do it. Which me myself personally, I ain't want to make a YouTube channel where I'm talking and doing all this stuff either. But that's life, man. Sometimes you just gotta step out your comfort zone and do something different. And I think that I can help people, and that's my main thing. I would like to do more consultations. Like I really would do like another. I would like to do like at least 5 more consultations for free, just to help people. Like that's what I'm here for. Like if you're not here to help people, I don't know what you. Especially on YouTube, like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like I think it's so many scammers. Like YouTube is a scammer paradise. You know what I mean? And no slight to any YouTubers because it's YouTubers that I'm cool with. It's some that a lot of people think is scammers that aren't scammers. And it's just a lot of things to it. Like when you travel though, you start understanding that like some people have like I was telling y'all before, it's a lot of people with business accounts on WhatsApp. I don't necessarily know why you got a business account on WhatsApp because I don't have one. And I have 2 businesses now myself. So it's kind of a strange thing. I mean, it just makes you kind of wary of the person that you're dealing with, I think, because I don't need a business account on that app. Like I could see if it's like PayPal or something like that, but it's kind of scary. A lot of scammers have WhatsApp business accounts. A lot of P4P people have business accounts on WhatsApp, especially overseas. When you go overseas, you'll see that a lot, and just pay mind to that. Yeah. Oh man, shout out to D Ward with the fucking comment of the day, man. That shit right there is for real. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, one of my homeboys' brothers that worked with me. He was like, I was talking to him about traveling, and, trying to help motivate him to travel because he young. He said he's 23. So I said, bro, you can do this too. You know what I mean? I just got back from Brazil. And he just like, yeah, so yeah, that sounds like the passport bro thing. And I was like, yeah, I'm a passport bro. So me, I'm proud of it because I think, like I said myself, I think I'm a positive person. I know I might look, real street, which I do have a street side, but I'm a person. See, that's the thing that they try to take away from us. That you can't let people take away from you. Me as a black man, me as an American black man, me as a person. I'm gonna be myself regardless. I'm not gonna let anybody dehumanize me because I got dreadlocks, because I got in trouble with the law before, because of anything. Because you are a person first, and people have emotions. People change. People have all kind of things going on all the time. And when they see you as a black man, a lot of times you don't have that option. You can't be multifaceted or anything like that. But I don't care. I don't give a fuck what somebody says about me. I don't care what they think about me because I am comfortable in my skin. I love myself. I don't care what they have to say. I could tell you, no, I'm not gonna say that, but whatever you are, you represent that to the fullest, the best you can, because you can make an impact on everybody else. And if you don't feel like you can, if you don't feel like you're a good person, then fucks, don't tell them anything, because we don't need you over here. We don't need you on the winning side, man. People will tell you that you're losing because they want to win. Do not let them fool you. I feel good about myself, so I don't know what's other people's problem. But yeah, man, it's a lot of haters out there. You tell somebody you're a passport, bro, you might get some problems. But that's the point of being a passport, bro. You have to transcend all of the hatred. You, as a passport, bro, should have been having haters. Haters should not be new to you. It should not be your first time getting haters because you a passport, bro, or because you bought a passport. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to already be that guy. That's what people are telling you. But we don't want to believe that. That's the part about working on yourself. Because if you're not working on yourself, then you're not gonna be that guy. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like me myself, I'm always working on something. Always. That's why I just keep positive things going. I don't sit around and mope and try to figure out, how I can get over on somebody else. I never think about that because I'm always doing something positive for myself. Whether I'm making a song, doing a YouTube video, posting on Instagram, working at a job, working two jobs, investing in crypto, investing in stocks. I mean, buying houses. Buying real estate is the number one wealth building tool that you can use readily. You can do that. Anybody can do it. It's not easy though. And that's the part that people don't want to deal with. Me myself, I don't want to deal with it either. It's really hard, man. It's hard to sit there and give another human being the keys to your life. You gotta tell them, you gotta give them your bank records for the last however many years they want. You got to prove to them that you can buy these houses. You can buy a house and pay for it for 30 years. You got to be able to show and prove that. And it's a day and age of scammers. So you have to keep that in mind. So they are tougher and tougher on the rules and regulations because it's serious business. It's serious work buying a house, man. You are buying real estate. This is the United States. This is a place where a lot of people want to come. A lot of people want to own land. It's a major thing to own land. So if you can do that, you should do it. The price of land goes up with the market. I know I'm not using the right terminology, but you know that the price of land goes up with the economy. I mean, so right now, I just paid my mortgage the other day on one of my rental properties, and the lady at the mortgage company said, "Hey, you know that your mortgage is going up almost $200 a month?" And I said, "No, I did not know that." So that's what I mean. Like things like that will happen. And I don't really understand it fully. I'm talking to other people about it now. I talked to the mortgage lender and I'm going to call and talk to some more people because, yeah, what's up, Roland? Salute my brother in the building. Yeah. So I'm going to, talk to them and try to figure it out because that's the only thing you can do. They told me that it might be because of my escrow was short. Me myself, I don't understand how my escrow can be short. But I talked to my dad. He said that that's possible. It happens. So that I think it's some way I can pay. It's like $1,700 or something that they split up over the year. So maybe I can just pay that in one lump sum. But just thinking about it, like it's a rental property, so I want to make profit off of it. And right now I'm not making that much profit off of it because I just bought it. So in order to make it profitable, I got to figure that out. So I'm gonna call and talk to the insurance company, call and talk to the mortgage company. Hopefully, I can get it. I can talk it down, or maybe get a new insurance company, and that'll work. We'll see. I don't want to get y'all too bogged down with that type of real estate talk because I do feel like it's boring. Right, it's easier to pay it in one lump sum. Yeah, exactly. Because if I keep, because right now I'm not charging that much in rent. I'm not charging enough in rent to make a profit off of the house at the price that they're trying to bump the rent to. I mean, bump the mortgage to. So that being said, somebody else that's not me, they might not even try to figure out how to change it. They might just go up on your rent. I could just charge them $200 more on rent. Because really, I felt like I rented out the house too cheap because I was just overzealous. I just wanted to rent it. It was people saying that I wasn't gonna be able to rent it for the price that I even rented it for. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. Right off of my taxes. Hmm. Yeah. I'm still gonna try to negotiate it down because I'm trying. I mean, like really and truly, I thought that my mortgage would go down because of the insurance and the homestead that I filed. So it's a lot of little different tricks that you can do. A lot of different things that you can do. I mean, homestead is not a trick though, but not homestead. I filed. No, I did. I changed the insurance company. I did not do homestead. But anyway, yeah, right after my taxes, man. Shout out to Ronan in the building. Shout out to Razor Rays. Shout out to Traveling Tony. Yeah, man. But yeah, so I don't know when I'm going back to Santo Domingo. Like I thought about that today. When I was at work, I thought about that. Like I really love Santo Domingo. Negotiate the rate based on terms of next property using the same financing. I see. I don't really understand what you're saying. You saying the next property I get, negotiate the terms differently? I dropped the link in the chat, bro. If you want to jump on, I don't know if you're in your studio or driving around. I don't know if you have a drink with me real quick. Man, where's James, man? Where's my boy James? Shout out to James and Razor Ray. Razor Ray might be live though. I ain't checked it out. But shout out to y'all. Definitely wouldn't mind chopping it up. So I tell y'all a quick little story time before I get back to the topic. I like to get out topic sometimes, you know. But anyway, when I was in Santo Domingo, I met a girl. So I was on. I'm gonna tell you how I met her. So I was on Dominican Cupid. So when I got on Dominican Cupid for the first time, I probably got 25 messages the first day. Ah, oh shit. You've been working. Yeah, man, for sure. Salute. That's what I said. I've been so busy myself. I ain't even had a chance to watch any podcasts or do any for real. I did a live last week, I think, one time. But yeah, what I was saying. Oh, so yeah, I'm on Dominican Cupid. You get a bunch of people. Like you gotta read through a lot to even find something that you want to spend a day or two with. So I meet this girl. She's young. She's 20, but she was, had a good conversation on Dominican Cupid, and she was cute. So I was like, okay, fine. We met up. I don't even remember if we went out. Like, did we go out somewhere or not that first day we met? But she ended up spending the night. Super cool, super laid back. Uh, did we go to the grocery store? She took me to the grocery store, helped me pick out food, like all the typical things that you hear about uh, women overseas, about them being fit, friendly, feminine, all of that, man. She was killing it. So I'm like, damn. Then, like, I really wasn't thinking that she was the best looker off the rip. But once we got to the gymnastics part, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it was great. It was good. So, and that's a big compliment coming from the king. So, anyway, great gymnastics, surprisingly great. So I'm like, oh man, okay. So of course I'm cool on it. I'm chilling. I'm like, okay. So she's still cooking and cleaning every day, but I have to go back to the United States. So I'm about to go back. I'm driving. I was driving for the whole month that I was down there, and So she asked me to take her home. So this is the first time I go to her house. So I'm like, okay, fine. My first time. Okay, so let me back up. My first time being in Santo Domingo, it was an old head in my building. He was like 56 or something like that. And I saw him with a chica one day and he spoke to me in English. And I was so excited to talk to somebody in English. I ended up exchanging numbers with him and we kicked it. And he was telling me all this stuff about the chicas, like don't go to their house, only have them come to him and this type come to you. But as he's talking, it just sounds kind of like the Trickeration Nation. Shout out to Ronan. But it sounded like the Trickeration Nation, like that's what he does. And that's the type of tactics he's telling me to use. But me having game or whatever you want to call it, to me, I'm like, that doesn't make sense because if you move like a trick, you're going to get treated like a trick. So that's not where I am. So why would I move that way on purpose? So anyway, I wasn't worried. I took her to her house. So on the way to her house, she says, "Well, a reason that you don't need to take nobody to their house though is because the rides are cheap. Like $5, she could have got home, but I don't even remember. I think I had time to kill though. I had like 3, 4 hours to kill before my flight. So I said, okay, fine, I'll take you home. I done packed up all my stuff and everything. Which is still a bad idea now that I think about it. But anyway, don't do that. But I mean, if you can handle it, then do it. But anyway, I take her. We head to her house. Halfway to her house, she's asking me. She asked me for a regalo, which means gift. And that's the reason I even understand the word now is because she said it in the sweetest little voice, and I was like, "But okay, keep in mind, like I'm a good dude. Like if you with me, I'm gonna take care of you. Like you ain't got to worry about nothing. Like especially now, like I'm straight. Like if you need something, I got you. But I'm not just giving you money for no reason, just for you to hold it. Like that's crazy." So she was like, she wanted a gift for me leaving. So I was like, wow. I just gave you like, I think I gave her 5,000 pesos the day before, but it was a reason for it. Like she has a hairstylist, cause come to find out, she slick famous in DR, so she got a little hairstylist and all kind of shit going on. So I gave her 5,000 pesos, and she called a hairstylist over there. They did her hair, and she, I think, bought an outfit or some shit, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I just gave you 5,000 pesos yesterday, like. And then she was like, okay, never mind. So I know she was disappointed, but I was also disappointed because I didn't think that she was in it for the money. You know what I mean? Because she was telling me she was not. And I literally asked her, like, are you going to ask me for money one day? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this going to ever turn into you saying that you need money or you can't make money or whatever the case is? Because I've had that happen. Like, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes what you're dealing with until they're upset or they have a real problem like that, or maybe they just think that. I think that in DR, like a lot of them just automatically think foreigners are tricks. Like, but I don't know. Tell me, what y'all think, like because if they already automatically think a foreigner is a trick, and but they trick off with you. Like I don't know, like what comes first, the chicken or the egg type of thing. It's kind of that type of situation to me. But I digress. I'm gonna get out of here in a second, man. I ain't gonna keep talking about this. How long I been live? Oh yeah, at the hour mark. Got 7 minutes. I appreciate anybody tuned in, everybody tuned in, for real, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start me a group. I'm gonna start a little group on Instagram. Style King Marco, y'all add me. I'm gonna make a little group. Well, I can let y'all know when I'm going live, what days I'm going live. I'm gonna drop the schedule on YouTube, but a lot of times I don't really have that much preparation before I go into it. I write out things that I'm gonna talk about, but I don't really schedule it out on YouTube. I ain't figured all that out yet because I'm on a lot of platforms, obviously. I'm still, I'm on Spotify. I'm on a lot of different things. So let's end this off with we're gonna round it back around to the beginning. You know what I mean? And just get the last thoughts on what I wanted to talk about. So feminism killing culture globally. I really think that as men, we have dropped the ball on this. Shout out to International Passport Bro. He said something about this on a podcast that I heard. Um, and that's the problem that I see in a lot of these other countries as well. like in the United States, I think that men are more outspoken, maybe on a lot of different things. That's why you hear a lot of women trying to shame men for speaking out and saying how they feel. Like even on my channel, the little haters, trolls be trying to tell me whatever, but I'm just saying how I see it, just like anybody else should be able to, because that's what my dad and everybody else fought for with their country. So, long story short, you have to understand that family is the most important thing. A lot of people are missing that point now until they have a problem, and it's so that lets you know how many people have so few problems where they make small things big problems. So that being said, if that kills the culture, what's going to happen in the future for your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna grow up to deal with? You know what I mean? Like, that's just the sad part about it, man. I don't think everybody's gonna have to deal with that, but at the same time, it's getting worse and worse. I think that it can get better. I definitely think it can get better. But like I said, it's up to the guys. It's up to us to stand strong and firm on what we believe in. And like I said in my podcast, I think 2 weeks ago or three podcasts ago, three live streams ago, like us as men, we got to stand on our 10 toes. Like you got to, as a heterosexual male or whatever, like nothing against anybody else, but you got to stand on that. Not saying to be over the top or super aggressive or anything like that. It's just standing on what you believe in here. Use your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be powerful. You are powerful. We are powerful. So why not take advantage of that part? We don't have to be powerful in strength. We can be powerful in mind. Don't let these people tell us that we stupid. We not stupid. We wouldn't have invented so many things. We wouldn't have built so many things. We wouldn't do so many selfless things for other people if we were stupid. But we know that people matter and we know that relationships matter. We've been told for a long time that guys don't even want relationships. Guys don't even want families, and that is the women that do. But now we can see that it's the opposite of that. So that tells you something, right? That tells you that we need to start moving in a better direction. We need to. I mean, like I'm saying, like even what I'm saying in DR, no shot at the Dominican people because they have their own situation, just like Brazilian people got their own situation, just like United States people got their own situation. So it's our job as men to make sure our culture goes in the right direction. And I think that we have fallen asleep at the wheel. D Ward, I agree with you 1,000%, man. 1,000%. You know, I be all over the place. I'm just spilling my mind on here to you guys, but I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah, man. I don't think they think everybody's a trick. I was just really basically talking about the P for P culture that's in the a lot. Like, and I don't think everybody's like that. I don't think that that's 100% of the people. But I just felt disappointed, I guess, by that. The by how much it is. I felt disappointed by it. But that's not here or there. I still love the place. I still love the culture for everything else though. Like the outgoingness of the people, the friendliness of the people, the willingness. Like not even just the women. Like the guys are super cool. Most of the guys cool. Like I haven't had any problem with any guys from DR. They all cool that I done came across myself. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. I'm a like I said, I'm an integrity person. I'm a 1,000 person. So I don't have problems with people. If I have a problem with you, then I know something wrong with you because you got a problem, something wrong with you. So you have to know that already. If it's something wrong with you, then you're not gonna know that because you think everybody is running around here trying to scam each other and make problems for each other. But that's not the case with everybody. Man, I can't wait to touch back on some of these subjects. I got some more to talk about with this, but I'm gonna get up out of here tonight, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Ronan. Shout out to D Ward. Shout out to everybody that commented. Man, it's been a great night. It's been a great day. Good, hard working day. Hopefully everybody can get up and get to the grind tomorrow and do what y'all gotta do to make y'all mega bucks. And hopefully y'all can do y'all traveling. Make sure you saving money. Make sure you putting money to the side for investments. Make sure you are making investments as you work. And if you're not working, shout out to you. Congratulations for making it out. I hope you get your passport and stay gone. Or like me, I plan on being here and being abroad. I don't really see myself moving abroad all the way yet, but hopefully one day. So until next time, Style King and them motherfucker. Let's get it. Money.